Hello, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. And if you've been here, I'm happy to have you back. Today, I really want to talk about something I'm very proud of that I've been working so hard on, and that is healing my mother wound and my father wound. To be honest, my parents were the best that they could have been, and the best of what they saw growing up. And I see them as, parents that are parents for the first time. They don't have to be perfect. So it took me a while to get here and to have the relationship that I have with them. Especially, well, actually, both of them. Like I was gonna say, like especially my dad, but actually both. Because although the wound was different from my mother to my father, it's still cut deeply, and it's still something I really had to work on over the years. And it took me a while to even like be able to do that, like to have the courage, you know, the will, to be honest. Like, I was so in the hurt for a while that, it was hard to pick myself back up and to recognize that, first of all, I'm lucky that I have both of my parents that are both alive, alhamdulillah. So I'll be damned if I don't have the relationship I want to have with them in this world, because I'm already lucky to have them. The way I started doing the work was to be honest with myself and to really understand like what was the hurt, and to also be honest with them, even though they're from a different generation. They never had the language to know that it's something that they can work on, their relationship with their parents. um it's just not something you talk about, like in my culture too. Like I'm from Djibouti and I'm Muslim, so it's like African and Muslim, like we don't really talk about like the relationship that we have with our parents. We just take it as it is. And as children, like if we are hurt and we bring that hurt into our adulthood, we just figure it out. Like I don't know how, but maybe we ignore it. I chose to not ignore it. I chose to really look at that hurt and to really work through it, because I don't want to have that with my children. Like I don't want to bring the hurt into my future relationship and have that with my children. Like I just can't. Like I'm also not willing to just have a surface level relationship with my parents. Like no, like I'm not into that. Like I'm not. Like I don't want to. I don't care what culture I am from, or how people deal with their relationship with their parents. Like I don't really care about how generations before me like dealt with it. Like I have the language and I have the willingness, although it took me a while, and I have the courage, and I love myself enough to do that for myself. So I did it. I'm happy to report I have a much better relationship with both of my parents now, and I call them all the time. Um, Although it's like more difficult with my dad because like he's not in the same country as me. My mom, I talk to her every day, if not every other day, and I'm really happy that I'm able to have honest and like vulnerable conversations with them. Like I built the emotional safety within that relationship in order for me to like show up with that kind of vulnerability, and I have the willingness to explain to them, like, how I feel, and where is that coming from, and to use the language that I have learned to address these issues and to explain to them like time and time again until they get it. But I have to recognize that it was hard, and even until recently it was extremely hard, but I still pushed through. I told both of my parents, like at some point, I was like, hey, like I feel like I've done the work for the both of us, and that's not how it should be. Like you guys should be doing the work too. Like I I explained many things. I explained my feelings. I explained my hurt. Like we're working through it, but I'm not gonna do the emotional labor for you guys. But I would be lying. I'm not gonna be doing the emotional labor for you guys. Like you guys have to do the work too. Like you love me, I love you, but like let's show up. Let's change the ways that are hurting me and like maybe hurting them too. And I'm really happy that they listened to me and they loved me enough to do the work, even though it was uncomfortable at times. But the healing happens within those conversations. Even when we're not together, like I can see that they are processing like the things that I told them, and they are doing the work, like even when they're not with me. I took everything to God. Like I said, please God, like this hurt is too much and I'm not willing to live with it anymore. I want it to be healed. I want to see a way out. I want a better relationship with my parents. And he helped me with that. He really did. I cried a lot. I journaled. I gave myself all that love to really be able to heal, and to be able to show up in those conversations again with that level of vulnerability, even though the person I have in front of me is not able to give me that right away. It's like, hey, I'm vulnerable. I feel like this needs to be the way I show up in the relationship. But then I know that I have in front of me like parents that don't have that type of like ability to be vulnerable or to really even like work on their own hurt with their own parents, or just life and circumstances. I hope that everything that I said makes sense. And whoever's watching this, just want you to know, like, if you are feeling called to heal those wounds, you should do it, because if your parents are still alive, like, there's a chance. You should take it, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that didn't have that chance, or they couldn't get there on time. So you should really feel lucky that you're able to do that. And if you feel called to do it, I just want you to know, like, I'm proof, that it's possible to really get to the other side. One of my good friends always tells me, like, wow, like you have done like a whole, like it was a whole job, like the work that you've put in to heal your wound with your dad or with your mom, especially with my dad, was a full-time job. Oh my God. It was. And I'm happier for it. We have a better relationship now. And I love having that relationship with my dad and with my mom. And I wouldn't change it for the world. And I'm happy I was able to get that strength from God to really work through it, because parents are important and it's not something you should ignore and not work on. Thank you guys for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, and comment your own experience if you feel called to. I would love to hear about it.